felt old when I was like...
Which one didn't you know?
Well, it was... Number 1 was the kids from Home Improvement. Number 2...
Power Rangers?
I didn't really know who they
That's
were.
Number 3. Number 2 is...
Lizzie McGuire, number 2.
Oh, is that Lizzie McGuire?
Yeah, that's Lizzie McGuire, yeah.
Power Rangers.
Number 3 was the Power Rangers. 4 was
Boy Meets
World.
That's So Raven.
That's So Raven from 5. 6 is the guys from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Freaks and Geeks.
7 is Freaks and Geeks. 8 is the Saved by the Bell crew.
That 70s show.
9 is the 70s show. And 10 was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I'm sitting at 10, baby. I'm sitting at 10.
Now, if things happen to go down, where are you sitting? Let's start with you, Will.
We'll sit at number 10, The Fresh Prince.
And why are you sitting with number 10?
Because I grew up watching that show, and I always found, like, Will Smith and Carlton, you know, to be, like, the greatest, like, duo in TV history around that time. Because it's like, you got the cool, and then you got the nerd. And it just works so well together. So number 10 is where I'm definitely sitting.
So if things are going down, you think they're going to go and beat everybody else up?
I mean...
This is where I'm going with this.
Okay. I mean, Carlton would do like the Carlton dance to like kind of like distract everybody. And then, like,
Will can go all iRobot on everybody.
I would just come in and just start, like, elbowing people, and Will Smith would do his thing, you know what I mean? So,
would he be getting jiggy with it, is what I'm trying to say.
He would. We both would be, because both of our names are Will, so we'd be both down there just beating people up and dancing and shit. And Carlton would just be doing backflips and doing his thing, and so I think it would work out well.
Sparky, we're going to go with you.
Table 3. You gotta go with the Power Rangers. And not because of the Zords and everything, but actually, in real life, the guy that plays Tommy, what's his name?
Jason Allen Frank. Or David Allen Frank.
No, David Jason Frank, I think.
David Jason Frank?
David Jason Frank, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, actually, in real life, he is a professional MMA fighter now.
And a third-degree black belt.
Yeah.
And
the reason why he always wore long shirts on the show is because he has tattoos going from his wrist to his chest on both sides, and he's
pretty jacked up. He's a big dude.
Well,
yeah, he could take 3 or 4 people out by himself with kicks and punches.
Not just because he has tattoos from his wrist to his chest,
but because of the 3rd-degree black belt and the MMA training and stuff.
The action in the 90s for the Power Rangers sucked.
Yeah, it's like this.
Yeah, and it would be like, and there would be like sparks for some reason.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even get hit by anything, and they'd be like,
I think the table would turn into a bad guy.
Yeah, like
and they'd be like, "Oh, it's bad table. Let's get out of here."
Yeah, like I don't know. I think honestly the Buffy table would like everyone up.
Oh yeah, they would.
I think the Buffy table would just obliterate
the 2 toughest people you have at the table is Sarah Michelle Gellar and what's his name?
Angel, yeah.
Yeah, what David Boreanaz.
David Boreanaz, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he was on that TV show Bones with
he was on Bones.
He was on, but he does that other show now on CBS, the show about the Marines or the Army or whatever that is.
I actually think he's the oldest person in this picture.
He's the oldest person. He's the oldest.
He just catching up to him now.
He's like 60.
Yeah. I mean, between him, Will Smith, and Alfonso, like those 3 are the oldest people there. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to change my table. I think I'm going to sit at 5. That's So Raven table, because if anything were to happen, Raven would know, and we would just get the fuck out of there.
There's only one problem, though. There's only 3 of them. You look at numbers. You have one of those tables. There's 5 or 6 of them going up against 3. Somebody's getting double teamed.
Well, no, 2 and 5 would actually team up because they're both Disney-related shows.
That's true.
So
that's true.
They would team up. Lizzie McGuire and That's So Raven, they're tag teaming everybody. Those Disney kids are crazy. Orlando Brown is a crackhead now. So, like, have you ever seen crackheads like fight? They are ruthless.
Miley Cyrus.
They will do anything for $1. So
what other Disney? Yeah, let's see. Miley Cyrus. Who's the other famous Disney train wrecks?
All right, let me lay this out on the line for you. I'm going to build you guys a picture. I hope you're ready. All right. Officially, this is how it's going to go down, and I think you've hit on this. The first one.
Wait, should I say mine before you give out your story?
All right, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Would yours be the finisher?
Go ahead, brother.
Huh?
Go ahead.
All right. So first off, right? Shout out to Big Will, right? Will Smith, right? Because he's the dude, right? He's pretty bad boy, so I really can't say that Will Stable because he ain't got those Ali hands yet, all right?
That's true.
I'm a little disappointed that nobody really picked the Saved by the Bell kids because they're the popular kids, they're the cool ones, they're the ones that know how to manipulate the rest of the crew.
And your boy's on that table, too.
Dustin Diamond.
Yeah, Dustin Diamond. No, your boy, what's his name?
Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez. Absolutely. So if you're going straight, like, the Power Rangers got it with the hand-to-hand. Like, they're all trained. They all, because you have to look at it, they're all their characters. So at the end of the day, like, if something was to really break down, like, their characters are way overpowered. And, like, if they were to lose, right, if they were to be spiteful and just decide to go and get their Zords, they could just rock shit and knock the whole school down.
So officially you're going with number 3 in the Zords.
Yes. But if I had to go with manipulative table, I would have to go with the Saved by the Bell kid.
All right, that sounds pretty fair.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That
because
sounds pretty fair.
Does that sound good?
I mean, there's going to be some time in between where they get their Zords, they power up in their suits. Well, let me go into it, right? I'm going to paint you the Tony picture because the Tony picture is always
X-rated. But anyways,
it's like Wayne's World Fantasyland, right?
I like the fact that you actually looked at this picture and actually have a complete story that's going to involve all of it. and that there's a table that you didn't even know who they were until about 5 minutes ago.
That's all right.
Go ahead.
I knew who they were. I just didn't know the name of the show.
Okay.
All right. So fair enough. I didn't really know the Lizzie McGuire people because I never watched the show. Although I did know them from Disney. I just didn't remember what the name of the show was because I never really watched it. All right. So number 1, you got the Home Improvement kids, right? You got to take the kids from the show that are in the picture and put them into this, into this land of schoolhouse tables. So everything that comes along with the show is also going to come to the table as well. So they have their know-how of electricity, and they have their know-how of home improvement, home improvement things because their dad, who not only maims, kills, and electrocutes himself, they're really good with safety. So I'm thinking that, safety nerds, they're going to build themselves a little fort. They're going to kind of hang off on the side. You don't really want to mess around with number 1 because they're going to get hurt eventually, but they're not going to do damage either. So you could probably take care of them last.
they're a defensive team.
Yeah. I'm going to side in with Will here, and 2 and 5 are actually going to join up together. And I think with Lizzie McGuire and the Raven crew, I think they're so small that they're going to be like ankle biters. Yes? No?
I agree.
All right. Fair enough, right? I think not only necessarily are they going to get stomped into the ground eventually later on by the Zords, but I think it's going to happen.
The Zords? Okay.
Yeah, the Zords are going to take them out. It's just going to be one stomp. It's going to take out 2 groups right at the same time. Number 4, you got the Topanga and the guy and Corey and Sean.
Hold on now. Get it right now. What's his name in real life, though? The kid that played Sean?
I don't remember.
One of the best names of an actor ever. Ryder Strong.
Yes, Ryder Strong, yeah.
I'm sorry. If your name is Ryder Strong, you're gonna lose a fight. I'm sorry.
Look, he's just starring in porno right now. You know what he's doing.
No, that was Dustin Diamond.
No. Actually, Dustin Diamond actually got into MMA for a little while.
No, but then he got into the adult industry. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
though.
we'll talk about that later too. All right. So number 3, you got the guys from the Power Rangers. You know they're going to kick some butt, but they're going to do it a la Morphin style. So they're going to be throwing fake punches. They're going to be taking fake punches. They're going to roll around on the ground. It's going to take them a half hour to morph into actual Power Rangers. Yeah. And then it's going to take another half hour to actually summon their Zords by the time they do that.
There might be a dance battle.
There may be a dance battle. Like I said earlier, I think the table is going to change into a bad guy. They're going to get distracted, and they're going to go fight off in the corner somewhere.
Yeah, but they're not losing, though, so far.
Yeah, so far they're not losing.
They're not losing.
Yeah, they're just in their side fight.
They're just side fight.
Let's talk about the Buffy table.
All right, so you got the Buffy table, right?
They're killers.
They're straight up killers.
They have killed people.
Straight up killing.
So
straight up jacking people with stakes, knives, magic. Yeah, and if you look, the magician is right in the middle. I forget her actual name.
Allison Hannigan, because the one time at band camp she did something inappropriate.
It was like everybody's name.
This one time at band camp.
That's true.
They're killers.
I think she's going to pull out her flute out of her pants and start stabbing people with the flute. You got Buffy. She's going to be throwing stakes at people. It's going to be complete anarchy. I think the whole group from Table 7, they're just they're going to be like filet mignon for them.
Yeah, the Freaks and Geeks. Yeah,
Freaks
stoners.
And Geeks. They're just stoners. They're hanging out. They're just dead meat.
Yeah, there's no debate now.
Yeah, there's
no point even talking about that.
I'm just going to skip over to 7.
What is James Franco going to do? He's just going to be like, wow, man, like that hurts, man. Like, that's it.
Yeah, he'll do his really bad impressions and really bad acting, and he'll actually throw it into style while he's dying.
The only thing I could see happening with Table 8 with Zach Morris is where he does that fourth wall shit and he like makes everybody freeze. And he could just shank everybody. He could just shank everybody and the fight's over. But
that's true.
If he doesn't get that chance,
that's true. Not unless if Elizabeth Berkley decides to do the showgirl thing and distract everybody.
Actually, that was going to be my next thing. I think they're going to set up a pole right in the middle of the table. They're going to have Elizabeth Berkley
and a swimming pool
and gyrating up on the pole.
And very poorly.
No, she was hot, man. She was hot.
The acting was so horrendous.
Oh yeah.
In that movie, like, oh my god,
that movie almost ruined Kyle MacLachlan's career.
That's true. That's true. But then you got Dustin Diamond. I think he's going to be the hidden treasure on that table because.
Screech? You think Screech is going to help those?
Screech came out many, many years ago, and I actually still have his T-shirt. He sold T-shirts
because he was broke to save his house.
He was broke to save his house. Dude, he sold 1 million T-shirts and saved his house.
Saved by the shirt.
Yeah. Yes, and then
at $15 a shirt.
Wow, he sold 1 million of them?
He sold 1 million T-shirts, $15 million.
He also was on Celebrity Boxing where he knocked out Horseshack from Welcome Back.
There it is. The boy knows how to box.
No, he doesn't. That fight was terrible. It looked like a guy trying to fight a wet towel or something.
Yeah, it was like homeless boxing.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was like bum fights.
Tanya Harding looked better against, I can't remember who she fought. Oh, no, what's her name? Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you got him throwing haymakers. I mean, he's probably going to knock himself out along with the rest of the crew at number 8. All right, number 9, you got the boys from the 80s show. Or that 70s show, I'm sorry. That 70s show. They're all going to be stoned to death. You got Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher doing it in the corner.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah. Everybody else is stoned. You got Fez.
Just humping somebody's leg.
No, ICE's coming in for him.
Ice is coming for him. Ice agents are coming for Fez.
Yeah, Ice agents are coming for Fez. The other guys are going to laugh at him and because they're all high and like really, really stoned. Like they're doing LSD and shrooms and they got everything stacked up on the table. It's good to go. The boys from number 10, you put up a really good argument about them doing a dance fight.
Yeah.
I can see Carlton screaming like, ah!
Carlton versus
the girls. You know what? Those girls can fight.